I lost my father when I was 7 years old. He robbed a string of banks, was released, and then robbed another string of banks. I lost my mother because she drank herself to death and because she never figured out how to ask for help. When I was 12 years old, my mother told me that it was my fault that her boyfriend sexually molested me for 5 years. And my heart broke that day into a million pieces. During my childhood, I felt unloved, unwanted, and abandoned by both of my parents. And then I became a teenager. One day going home from school, I was attacked by 4 boys. They put their hands over my mouth so I could not scream. They put their hands up my skirt, and I tried to scream, and I tried to get away, but they managed to grope me despite my efforts until I escaped. It felt like an eternity. I didn't know it at the time, but I had developed post-traumatic stress disorder from that assault. I had nightmares, and walking alone outside was never the same again. When I went to college, I felt safe. But then I met a man, and I thought I loved him. I was 19, and we went out on a few dates, and then he raped me. I said no. No. And yet he didn't stop. I later asked him if he heard me saying no, and he said yes. But you would have been a virgin forever if I had stopped, he said. I later developed a depression like I had never known before. Well, I didn't know what depression was at 19. I would cry for days alone in the dark, writing sad poetry, and I would yell at my dorm mates, and I didn't know why, and I couldn't tell them because I was ashamed. I had post-traumatic stress disorder and clinical depression and anxiety, but I couldn't talk about it. I just wanted to hide it. So I started drinking alcohol excessively to escape the pain. And then I got pregnant during my junior year of college. I didn't know how to be a mother or a good mother. I was in so much pain, it was all I could do to stay alive. I was suicidal. I was angry. I was hurt. And I let my children down. I didn't know that I had to confront the pain that I was feeling inside instead of running away from it. No one ever told me how to deal with pain or depression or sadness or grief. No one showed me the way. When I was 28 years old, my husband hog-tied me, put a sock in my mouth, and then put a gun to my head. I thought he was going to kill me. I thought I was going to die. But at the same time, I still loved him, and I thought I could change him. He would hit me, slap me, punch me, choke me, and say it was my fault. And I believed him. I became a victim, and I believed that I deserved to be hit, and that I believed that my children would be better off without me. It was a vicious cycle of self-hatred and self-loathing and escapism. I endured eating disorders, alcoholism, suicide attempts, and finally the removal of my children to foster care after my son shot himself in the chest and attempted suicide. I tell you this because I want you to know that there is hope. If you feel that you are down and that no one gets you, if you feel that you have no one at all to talk to, it will get better. I had the convict father, the drug-addicted alcoholic mother, and I grew up in the ghetto, so poor that we barely had heat in the winter and a few groceries in the fridge. But despite my past, despite my childhood, and despite all of the despicable things that have happened to me, I have persevered. I have overcome all of the obstacles in my way to go on the law school, to getting my children back out of foster care, to being the best mother that I have ever been, to being stable, not depressed, and to being a teacher now and a coach to others who find themselves lost and needing of guidance. It won't be easy, but you can do it. You can find a way out of depression, anxiety, and being stuck and unhappy. You can leave your abuser if there is one. You can be free. You just need to make the conscious decision that you want to apply yourself and make a plan for change. You can make a game plan to get off the sidelines of life and start playing to win. Resilient moms create resilient children. They deserve it, and so do you. My online course is coming soon. Subscribe for updates at minnyfrank.com. See you soon.